as I said, we are, and we've been prepared. This city, as I said, has performed very, very well over the past 7 years. But what are we going to do for the future? Well, we've said we're going to invest in a new playground, a reclamation of a playground in Minooka called the Billy Barrett Playground. We've already sending out RFPs to spend $100,000 in a playground inside the neighborhood. We have announced last week that we will be renovating Hanlon's Grove, which will be putting 8 new barbecue pits and a waterfall. It's money that we're going to raise, and we're doing it with an entity out of the Chamber of Commerce of young leaders and future leaders of our city of Leadership Lackawanna. When young people decide to get involved in your community, not only do you get their enthusiasm, but you get their buy-in. It's their community. Because one day, they're going to be the leaders of this community. And when they understand, when they commit to something and they get it done, they want to be part of it for the future. We, as a city today, have performed so well. And we've done it because everybody has been together on it. But we have a lot more things to do. One of the things I'm going to focus on is a new public library. We announced this several months ago. This year, the city, in our budget, has already allocated money to buy this Penn Security Bank building on the corner of Cedar Avenue and Alder Street in South Scranton. We are going to keep that building. And then we're going to put a 50,000 square foot addition on it. The Scranton Public Library is in the process now of organizing, so we will hire an architect. This building will cost $16 million. It will be a challenge to us. But just as I told you 7 years ago, that I was going to connect the dots on Lackawanna Avenue, that I was going to fix Naog Park, that I was going to build a new police headquarters, that I was going to build a new Department of Public Works, I'm going to build a new public library. And the reason is very simple. First of all, we need one. The Albright Library is 115 years old. It's going to stay open. It'll be used as a reserve library and a research library. It's also an economic engine. We are going to invest in our fastest growing neighborhood in the city, South Scranton. We have an obligation to invest in the future. And the immigrant population that's moving into our city needs resources, free resources, whether it's into the internet or to books. We're going to make that happen to them. But also, this library will be an economic engine because we expect 700,000 visits to that library. Well, you know what? Any smart businessman or businesswoman is going to tell you that's not a bad place to be located next. We've already set aside $350,000 on an Elm Street program that we will redesign blocks to that neighborhood. We've already done a study of a 40-block radius in Southside. Projects don't happen overnight. You have to take them in stages. But we are at the stage now that this is where the next big investment in our city is going to take place. You know, 4 years ago, people asked me, what section of the city are you going to invest in? And I said South Scranton. And we built Mayor Connor's Park. I took the South Side Post Office, I tore it down, I took a grant from Rick Santorum for $350,000, and we built the first new park in the city. Then I took Connell Park, which was facing a lot of troubles, and we invested almost $300,000, a grant from Fred Bellardi. And we did over the pools, we built a brand new playground, and we built the city's first dog park. That dog park has changed the way that park looks today and how people recreate in it. It has been a tremendous success. We tore down over 30 homes in South Scranton. We have made a commitment to it. And the library is just a continuation of it because we will not only build that new library, but we're going to change Cedar Avenue. You've seen where we've gone, you've seen how we've done it, and we're going to continue to do it. There is no end. You don't get to the mountaintop. You just keep pushing the rock up the hill. Every once in a while the rock rolls over, you got to go back and pick it up and push it up again. And that's life. You know, success isn't measured about how far you go. It's your ability to overcome obstacles and keep pushing ahead. You have to have a commitment, a passion, and a resolve for your community. I have that. I love this job. I work at it 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. You only put that commitment in if you love it, and I do, because I see the results, and I see how we're changing people's lives. All these things come with cooperation and working together. It comes with an outstanding staff who do a tremendous job. A great police and fire and Department of Public Works and clerical department, they all do a great job working together so that we're all able to grow as a city. We are moving forward. We are Pennsylvania's progressive city. And in the future, we will continue to hold that mantle. Because today, Scranton is viewed very differently than it was 7 years ago. Now national magazines recognize us. My commitment to you is to continue on that path and make us even better. Thank you very much.